welcome to Simply Kendrick. Today, we're doing a Southern style fried cabbage and kale. Hey, before we dive into this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification, and share this video. Let's get it, let's go. All right, guys, let me introduce you to our ingredients today. All right, I'm going with andouille sausage. We have applewood bacon. We have our cabbage. We have our kale that we'll be using. We have orange bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper. We have onion. All right, we're going with cracked black pepper. We're going with a teaspoon of cracked black pepper, teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're going with 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning. We're going with a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, and I'm going with a tablespoon of white vinegar. And then we have our jalapeno peppers. These are all the ingredients we'll be using today. Let's go. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with our meat. We're gonna go ahead and add our andouille sausage, along with our bacon. I only sliced about 5 slices of bacon. And we're just gonna let this just cook down to build our base. And hey, we're gonna have ourselves some cabbage. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and fish out our meat. This is what we want. And then we'll come back, add it back to the vegetables that we are already prepared. All right, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and saute our vegetables. Got our onions, jalapeno and bell peppers. We're gonna cook these down just a little, and then we'll begin to build and add our cabbage and kale. All right, guys, now that our vegetables cooked down, I'm gonna go ahead and add our kale. Because I know with the kale, I know it takes a little longer to cook than the cabbage. So we're just gonna get a jump start on this. Allow it to cook for a few minutes. And then we begin to add our cabbage. So we're gonna cover, let this cook for a few minutes. Cover it up, come back, add our cabbage. All right, guys, now that our kale has sweated down a little, now we're gonna go ahead and add our cabbage. And just before I season everything, I'm gonna let it cook down just a little, cover, and then we'll come back, season it up, and we'll be good. So. All right, guys, at this time, we'll go ahead and add our chicken bouillon to it. We'll go ahead and add our garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt, Cajun seasoning. And then we just let this continue to sweat down. It's looking amazing. And I like to do it in 5-minute increments, like could be a total of roughly about 15 minutes, 5-minute increments. And hey, we're gonna have ourselves some beautiful, delicious cabbage. All right, guys, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and add our meat and flavor back to it. Get this nice and stirred up. We're gonna let this cook down for the remaining roughly 7 to 10 minutes. And we'll have ourselves some delicious Southern style cabbage and kale. All right, guys, our cabbage and kale is done. I mean, looking amazing. I forgot to add, I forgot to mention that I did add that vinegar. All right, guys, hey, we'll complete our cabbage and kale, our fried cabbage and kale is complete. All right, time for a taste test. Let's go. All right, guys, here's the moment of truth, our taste test. kale as well as the cabbage. That's what you want. Hey, that's a delicious side dish. Or even, hey, you can have a one-pot meal out of this right here. Hey, but thank you for joining Simply Kendrick. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification, and share this video with many as you can. Till next time, as always, spread love, cook out.